morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're tuning into this channel. Welcome to Afris Concept TV, and thank you for tuning into this channel. The news headline: Inec under heavy fire after a message they sent to Nigerians today. See what they said that's causing outrage. Once again, you're welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning into this channel. Kindly listen to the end. The news details. On Tuesday, the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, advised Nigerians not to criticize the voting system because of a problem with the upload of the presidential election scheduled for February 25, 2023. Festus Okoye, the National Commissioner for Inec, stated this in his reply to the final report on the general elections for 2023 that the European Union Election Observation Mission filed on Monday. Okoye pointed out that the country's presidential election upload error should not be used to invalidate the other nationwide polls. Okoye outlined how the law gives political parties the authority to be aware of what occurs at the polling places. He said that no one had criticized the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVA's functionality in terms of voter accreditation, and that Nigeria had applauded the electoral body for using it during the general elections, according to Channels TV. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, leadership being chosen by the president, makes the electoral body susceptible to accusations of partiality, according to the European Union Election Observation Mission. The group argued that contrary to INEC's assurances, the general election in 2023 did not guarantee an inclusive, transparent, and well-run democratic process. The group noted that during the presidential election, INEC's credibility suffered significant harm from the public, which was not repaired after the state-level elections, prompting civil society to seek for an independent review of the entire procedure. The Nigeria authorities were given 23 recommendations by the EU EOM to take into account that will help to improve next elections. At a new conference in Abuja, the chief observer of the EU EOM, Barry Andrews, stated that the INEC had invited his team to operate between 11 January and 11 April. The statement he made drew a lot of attention, and many Nigerians used the comment section to express their opinion. Prior to the February 25, 2023 presidential election, INEC has advised Nigerians, because Nigerians has criticized INEC that the election was not free and fair, that INEC is involved in the rigging of the election, that the election is not fair, and it was actually there was electoral malpractice throughout the whole presidential election. So, and the case too is in tribunal at the moment, where the Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku of the PDP is actually dragging INEC also, because they said INEC was part of the electoral malpractice also. So on Tuesday, if you recall that the EU EOM, that is the European Union Election Observation Mission, actually came into Nigeria, and they actually observed the 2023 election. They were around to observe the election. So on Monday, they filed a report on the general election for 2023. And in response to this report, INEC has replied. Festus Okoye, the National Commissioner for INEC, has advised Nigerians not to criticize the voting system because of the problem of just upload of presidential election. So he said the only problem that actually happened in the 2023 election is the upload of the presidential reports. So he said that the country's presidential election upload error should not be used to invalidate the other nationwide polls. That because during the presidential election there was error in uploading results, that does not mean you should now say that the whole election, like the whole election that's taking place in Nigeria, you now invalidate it. So he says that when the election actually took place, nobody criticized the fact that they didn't criticize BVAS functionality in terms of voter accreditation, and Nigeria even applauded the INEC that it used BVAS for general elections. So why is the European Union Election Observation Mission now accusing INEC generally, just because of the 2023 presidential election, that it's an electoral body that is susceptible to accusation of partiality? Because the INEC leadership was chosen by presidency, by the Muhammad Buhari presidency. So for that fact alone, that they were chosen by an administration, is making it look like they all have everything planned out from the beginning. It's like you can suspect that there is something that is not right about the whole scenario. So INEC has argued that they cannot use just one election to say that INEC in general is a corrupt group. And in the European Union Election Observation Mission too also said that the 2023 election was not transparent and it was not well run in the normal democratic process. So do you agree with them? Do you agree with what the European Union is saying? And also Barry Andrews, the chief observer of the EOM, said that INEC actually invited them. So INEC invited them, and he also made a statement that that statement that he made, that INEC invited them, actually drew attention of a lot of people. So let's also hear your own comments. What do you think about what he said? Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share, and also click on the subscribe button to subscribe and the bell for more updates. We've come to the end of today's news. Thank you for listening to the end.